Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum is attempting at breaking a very important level of resistance. So I'll be talking about that in just a moment, but first let's take a quick look at the 12-hour Ethereum chart. And what we are seeing right here is all three of these indicators, talking about the 12-hour parabolic stopper inverse indicator, the 12-hour RSI, and the 12-hour MACD, are now finally pointing in the bullish direction. All three of these indicators in the bullish direction. And the last time we saw that happen was around 3 weeks ago, and that was in the middle of a shorter term uptrend in the price of Ethereum. So we still had some more bullish price action to come, but we are still running into this point of resistance on the 12-hour Ethereum chart, and this is coming in at just above 2.8k, more specifically at around 2,830, and this line of support is coming in at around 2,500. But if you're looking in the Ethereum RSI on the 12-hour chart, over the past 1.5 to 2 months, not only the price has been forming this symmetrical triangle pattern, but also the RSI, and over the past couple days, the RSI on the 12-hour Ethereum chart has been breaking out to the upside already. So technically speaking, the bullish breakout in the RSI has already now been confirmed. All we're waiting on now is, of course, the price of Ethereum to finally get above this 2.8k level of resistance approximately. And if we can crack that level, then the RSI is already set up, ready to go. And the same can now be said on the daily Ethereum chart. Technically speaking, we have now seen a breakout in the daily Ethereum RSI, but we are still yet to confirm a breakout in the Ethereum price action. Once again, we've still got that same level of resistance that I just mentioned. But while we're on the daily time frame, what is very interesting is right now the price of Ethereum is technically breaking out to the upside from this bullish falling wedge pattern. But I want to make it clear that right now, at the time of filming this video, we have currently not seen confirmation of this breakout. First of all, we would at least need to see a daily candle close above that point of resistance, which by the way is coming in at just underneath 2.8k. And other than a daily candle close, we can also use a spike or surge in volume as confirmation of a breakout to the upside, and also a possible retest of that previous level of resistance. And if we flip it into new support, that can also act as confirmation. And in case you are new to this channel, the technical price target for a falling wedge pattern is at the top of the wedge, which in this case is coming in at around 3.2k to 3.3k. But once again, we still need to see confirmation of this breakout. And what is very interesting about this line of resistance on the daily time frame is if you zoom out and extend this line of resistance, this exact same descending line of resistance originated in early December, late November. So basically, for the 2 months worth of bearish price action and 2 months worth of sideways price action, this is the first time where the price of Ethereum is finally starting to break above the same line of resistance that has been pushing down the price of Ethereum for months now. But as I just said, we still technically haven't seen confirmation of this breakout just yet. At the time of recording this video, there's still around 5 hours to go until we see the next daily candle close. And in order to see our first major confirmation of the break above this point of resistance, we need to see a daily candle close at around 2.8k or higher. Because if within the next 5 hours between now and the daily candle close, we see some sort of shorter term Ethereum dump that turns this daily candle into a red daily candle, in that scenario, which is technically possible, this breakout would essentially just turn into another wick to the upside, which would likely result in another rejection from this line of resistance, which is why we must see a daily candle close, or preferably multiple daily candle closes above this point of resistance. And if the price of Ethereum on the daily chart can finally crack through that resistance on the 3-day Ethereum chart, the Ethereum price oscillator, specifically the 3-day Ethereum RSI, is already set up, ready to go, basically meaning that the RSI is already in an uptrend. And the last couple times that we have seen this happen, this has resulted in the price of Ethereum playing out a bullish recovery. But it is still very important to mention the lack in bullish momentum in the 3-day MACD compared to what we saw in these two other examples. We saw more momentum. If you're looking in the histogram within the MACD, it was steeper. Whereas if you're looking at the MACD right now, obviously it is very flat, which is still a bit of a concern for the bullish scenario. So that is definitely still something that I would be paying attention to, because we need to see more bullish momentum before we can expect a much larger bullish move. Until then, these bullish moves are still only in the shorter term. But what is great to see is finally a bounce in the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on this 3-day time frame, which means Ethereum on the larger time frames is technically still in this uptrend against Bitcoin, basically meaning that Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. But we still have to keep an eye on this level of support coming in at around 0.066 Bitcoin per Ethereum approximately. But if Ethereum continues further up here against Bitcoin, the next important level to pay attention to is this previous high right here, which if you're looking at the candle closes is coming in at around 0.073 Bitcoin per Ethereum. But the actual wick high is coming in at around 0.075 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And basically, if Ethereum breaks above that point right there, then that would confirm this bullish W pattern that we are technically forming right now with the double low. But as I just said, we need to break above that previous high right there in order to actually confirm this W pattern as playing out. And also, what is a good sign for Ethereum is the fact that the Bitcoin dominance is really starting to cool off over the past 1 to 2 weeks. Technically speaking, the Bitcoin dominance hasn't really broken the uptrend on the daily chart just yet because we're technically still forming higher lows. But with that being said, over the past couple weeks, we have started to see some lower highs, and also we do have this bearish divergence between the Bitcoin dominance and the daily RSI. And so as I've been letting you know pretty much every day over the past week or so, if the Bitcoin dominance respects some of these bearish signals and does end up reversing back to the downside, then that would clearly be a bullish signal for the altcoins compared to Bitcoin. And that would of course go for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So for now, technically speaking, while we're still forming higher lows, Bitcoin is still a better hold than most altcoins out there. But if the Bitcoin dominance breaks this level of support coming in at around 43.1% dominance, then in that scenario, we could see a decent run in some of the top altcoins. And if you don't already follow me over on my Twitter, make sure you're doing that for extra altcoin content over there. And the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before we click off, if you want to make more money in crypto, whether or not prices are going up or down, definitely make sure you're checking out one of these uploads popping up right here. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.